And I'm here to deliver the good news, and this is going to be your tarot reading, general tarot reading for the month of January in this new calendar year 2022. So with much gratitude and gratitude, thank you very much for joining me. And just before I get started, I appreciate you. If you'd like to work with me, go ahead and hit me up. We can do a personal reading. I also have a variety of other services, including a couples reading and a year outlook reading, where we take a look at the year for you and get to look at how we can long-term plan and accomplish short-term goals for this year and give you some insight on what may occur. All right. So, what do we got for you, Cancer? Hope all is well. All right. So, okay. Well, deceit. All right. I don't like this card, but I like this card. Why don't I like it? Well, because it is dealing with the energy of deception. But I do like it because it actually gives us the chance to look at where do we allow that energy in our life? Where do we not show up for ourselves in terms of being forthright, transparent, honest, sincere, and so even if it's on a smaller scale, kind of we're all magnetic, we're all frequencies. So if we're operating that on a small scale, then we can bring that type of energy into our life on a grand scale. Okay, so we're gonna get a little bit deeper into it, see what it's all about. Okay, so this is for Cancer for the month of January, year 2022. Let's get another one in. All right. All right, Cancer. So, with deception is a tricky thing, right? Because when it gets to dealing with others, right, you do have all the tools on your table to kind of see through all the bullshit. All right. Right now you are in your power, right? And so this is kind of interesting because the magician can kind of be a little tricky himself, right? You think about any magician, whether it be on TV or whether it be on a show somewhere in Vegas, like they have the element of surprise on their side, and then no true magician, no famous magician reveals their tricks, right? And so there is a tricky energy that you are expressing right now. The interesting thing, and that's why I said I don't like this card, but I do like this card because, sometimes, even though this looks pretty sinister and, he has that darkness behind him, he himself looks like a magician, right? But there's all this red passion, right? So people often deceive because of a passion, because they're ignited to do so. You, Cancer, may be finding yourself having to embody those qualities because maybe what you're working on, it's not time to present it. And maybe it wouldn't behoove you to be telling everybody about what you're working on, what you are planning, what you're putting together. All right. So how I figure energy coming into the reading. Okay. So two major cards, right? We got the Temperance card and the Strength card, Sagittarius and Leo energy. When I'm looking at these cards, I see that there is a need to, well, first of all, you're currently alchemizing your situation, currently changing something, and I think it comes from a testament of strength. All right. Now, if you have been experiencing some type of opposition, if you experience any type of challenges, resistance, this is you finding another way to accomplish something, another way to express your truth, another way to make something happen. And how that energy comes out, we have the Ace of Swords and we have the Three of Wands. This is beautiful because I think there's a clarity about what you want. Definitely are able to express it, definitely are able to articulate it. And I think a lot of you are definitely seeing the rewards of some type of journey that you're on. And you're putting something together. I love it. It's very special, whatever you're working on. Now, what you're attracting, I have the Six of Pentacles, okay, and the Hangman. Now, part of this energy is about other people, right? When we look at the Six of Pentacles, we look at the generosity and the people to come. Now, I do say that the Hangman is there, and so if any of you Cancerians have been feeling like stuck, stagnant, needing help, there is kind of like a message to like not deceive yourself out of being open to help, being open to receive the assistance, to receive the help, support, those type of things. And some of you might even need to ask. Some of you might need to be clear about how much you can accomplish yourself, all right? Because it's good to feel powerful, but if you're feeling so powerful that you're trying to take on everything and accomplish everything just to show your strength and to show you're strong and to prove people wrong that you can do this, you can actually really burn yourself out. And it feels like you actually might have the potential to paint yourself in a corner, all right? Now, that being said, it doesn't mean take away from what you can accomplish yourself, because I do want to double down and say, like, you've got a lot of, like, I think you got a lot of rewards waiting in the wings, you know, and I think this is a beautiful time to demonstrate your capabilities. And so an event that I foresee happening for you, we have the Wheel of Fortune and the Nine of Cups. Beautiful energy, right? It talks about good luck, good karma, being on your side, standing in your worth, standing in your purpose, double down on yourself, cutting the bets on yourself. So for any of you that want to take any type of like either financial risk or risk just in life in general, I think, you know, this reminds me, it's kind of like counting cards. Like if I went to a casino and I was playing blackjack and I'm just learning the game as I play, you know, chances are over time, the house is going to take all my money. But if I have the advantage of being a mathematician and knowing how to count cards, and if I can pull it off by myself or with a team, you know what I'm saying, then we gonna run it up and we gonna get up out of there. And I think, Cancer, for you, this is a time to kind of run it up and get out of there. So very beautiful. Now sustaining this, okay. All right, so we have the Three of Swords and the Five of Wands. Okay, so yeah, I think that there is some type of you know, I gotta say, Cancer, you know, in terms of matters of the heart, make sure that you are not giving your power away. Absolutely. Don't give your power away, because there is a potential for conflict. There's a potential for, you know, being pulled into some older themes, you know, and I think that coming into this year, you're really empowered by, well, right now you do have like the sun and Capricorn, which is your opposite sign. So all that sun energy pull away from you is directly across from you. And I think that a lot of you are feeling like amped up. And I do feel like also with Venus moving retrograde through Capricorn, that it is going to pull some like older themes and having for you to look at older relationships and kind of like make sure that if you're in a completely new situation with new people, to make sure you're not doing the same things that may result in some type of self-destruction, okay? And so the element of deception is in the air, but it just comes down to like, are you are you catering to it? Are you being a proprietor of it? Or are you more on the outside? So overall lesson, we have the King of Swords and we have the Eight of Wands, okay? So the King of Swords, you know, if anything, they stand for truth, right? And then we have the Eight of Wands, excuse me. So I do feel like there is some information coming in. I do feel like there's truths coming out. It could be your truth, it could be the truths of others, but I feel like you're coming out pretty clear, and I feel like you're being very transparent, and I feel like the need to do so is very important this month, because I feel like what it does is it draws doubt out of others, and it kind of is like we're setting a force field around us. Like, you can't enter unless you're going to be honest. You can't enter unless you're going to be all the way 100. We don't allow no 89, 75, 50. You got to be 100 to come up in here. So hold on to that, Cancer. Stay diligent in your truth, and it'll bring that light out of others. So that's what I got for you. I hope you dig it. Once again, my name is Anthony DeMario, aka the Hoodie Tarot. With much gratitude in my attitude, I will see y'all all right now.